New Z Fold 6 have begun to swirl around, or the Z Fold 6 Ultra, whatever they're going to call it. So I'm starting to see a lot of images, a lot of content around the Z Fold 6. So I figured we'd do a video and kind of talk through some things that we want to see come to fruition for this new device. And you guys can hit me up in the comments. Let me know what it is that the Z Fold 6 is going to bring forward to get you back on board with foldables. Or is there anything they could do to earn your hard-earned dollars? So I did compile like a small list for myself. Here's some things I want to see improved in order for me to trade in this trusty Z Fold 4 on the new Z Fold 6. So we'll kind of not go in any particular order, but maybe the things that are least important to me, I'll start there because they're not that exciting. The camera would be one. So I've never been hard on the cameras on the foldable. I don't expect much, maybe because they set the bar so low. But it would be nice to see, a better zoom lens on the next Z Fold. At least something that's on par with the S lineup, like the S23s, the S24 Ultras, stuff like that. So that would be nice to have. Not a necessity for me, but at least have some competent cameras that people won't likely complain about. And maybe especially this under display camera, if they could somehow improve that camera, because I think that's the biggest complaint for most people that have a foldable device. So moving on to the battery. Now, the battery is going to be a big deal, because especially if they are going to make the outer screen larger, it's just going to be something else to suck a lot of the battery juice from the phone. We definitely need a beefier battery, but I'm more concerned about standby time being improved, as well as the charging speed. So 2 hours to charge a device is just ridiculous in this day and age, especially with all the fast charging going on, wired and wireless. So Samsung, I need you guys to finally get back on track. Give us some fast charging like you used to do back in the day before the Note 7 kind of messed everything up. But I'm looking for faster charging. So, I mean, a 5,000 milliamp battery with fast charging would be great. When I say fast charging, 0 to 145 minutes. As long as it's less than an hour, I'm good with that. It doesn't have to be 25 minutes like a lot of the Chinese devices. So, I think they can get it done within 45 minutes. You guys hit me up if you think that's too aggressive. But it is our dream device, right? We're kind of putting this thing together and what we would want. Now, as far as performance, I think we already know it's going to get the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. So I'm already expecting great snappy performance. Even this Gen 1 in this device is no slouch. But what I really want to see them do is try something different with the graphics. I want Samsung to get on board, and even a lot of these other companies that do Android phones, do something with the graphics chip, because these phones are they're falling so far behind against Apple's products. I just need the graphics to be better. There's a lot of mobile gamers out there. I only play like a couple of games here and there, so I'm not a big time gamer, but I do prefer the games on the iOS platform because they just perform better. They have much better graphics. So I don't know what can be done on the Android side, maybe an NVIDIA chip or something like that. You guys let me know. But yeah, I want to see an improvement in the graphics ability, especially of a device with this kind of canvas. So I want to see them take advantage of that. Now, as far as the build, this is where things kind of get interesting, and I know a lot of people may have some more input on what they want to see. Obviously, most people want a bigger outer display. So like I've said in many other videos, I've kind of gotten used to it. So it's not a deal breaker having this narrow outer display, but if they could definitely, improve the usability of this outer display, especially for typing. But this is key here. The S Pen, please make it so that the S Pen can function on the outer display. I think that's going to be key on the next device. Also, being able to store this pen inside the device, that is probably the thing that I'm most excited for. The thing that I want the most is to be able to stow this S Pen, to give it Bluetooth functionality so we can do our air gestures and just use different features and really take full advantage of a bigger inner display with the S Pen, having it so that the device doesn't need bulk added to it, because you have to get all these bulky cases to be able to carry around the S Pen, and that causes people not to really take full advantage of what it can do. So please, Samsung, make it so that the S Pen goes inside the device the way I know you originally probably wanted it to. Speaker quality, I really want to see some improved speakers on this device. They can keep the device thin and still have great speakers, because the proof of that is, wow, they proved that back with the Tab S6. That thing was ridiculously thin, but had some supreme quality speakers inside. So for a $2,000 device, I'm pretty sure they can give us better speakers, make them louder and fuller. I would definitely want to see that on the next Z Fold 6. Lessen the crease. Obviously, they've done a better hinge design on the Z Fold 5, so I expect them to improve upon that in the Z Fold 6 to kind of make this crease disappear even more. Maybe adding some dust resistance finally, right? Because we do have some water resistance, but adding some dust resistance would be great as well. So those are just some of the things that I'm really looking forward to on the Z Fold 6. Hopefully, Samsung will give us at least a few of those that I've suggested. But I want to hear from you guys. Hit me up in the comments. What do you think the Z Fold 6 will bring forward that will earn some dollars, right? IR blaster, maybe? I don't know. You guys tell me. And until the next one, peace.